Hey, what's up everybody? True Boxing here. Thank you for coming back to get hit with the truth. So today doing the weekend recap. This is from the ESPN and DAZN cards that took place on Saturday, well Friday and Saturday of last week. I believe that's July 15th and 16th. I combined them because it's only a couple fights and I didn't feel like the ESPN card was highly publicized. So, excuse me, I decided to include it into the Ryan Garcia video. We'll be headlined by Ryan Garcia and Javier Fortuna, but let's jump into Friday's main event on ESPN. That was, it was Arnold Barboza Jr. against Danielito Zorrilla for, two undefeated 140-pounders going at it to try to determine, taking the next step, possibly busting into the top 10. Barboza came in the favorite, and he just outworked Zorrilla. Zorrilla, from what we'd been expecting, was supposed to be a decent guy, but he didn't really pose too much of a threat for Barboza. Barboza outworked him, outclassed him, 10-round unanimous decision as he pushes forward now. That was probably the second biggest win of his career. Next to his win over Alex Aceto, the former world title challenger a couple of years ago. So it's nice getting a win like this over another undefeated fighter on the rise. I'm not sure if it breaks Barboza into the top 10. I got to look at my top 10 and evaluate, but he might still be on the outside looking in. But hopefully we see him again before the end of the year and see if he could step up who he's gonna fight, in his opponent selection. Our next is from the DAZN card on Saturday. You had Alexis Rocha in the co-feature. He got a win, decision victory, kind of, workmanlike, lackluster. Nothing really to speak about. He's definitely not in the top 10 yet. He's, trying to continue to push forward towards something bigger. And then you had Lamont Roach Jr. was also on the undercard, and he walked away with a nice decision win over in a WBA eliminator. Nothing really, another one that's nothing really to go running home to mom about. So one second here, guys. So all that being said, Lamont Roach is a top 10 guy, and him getting a win in an eliminator is good. It's going to push him a little bit closer to hopefully a title shot. We'll see what happens with Gutierrez, who's tied with Golden Boy like Lamont Roach. I could see that fight happening if Gutierrez beats Hector Garcia in August on their Showtime fight that's taking place. So we'll see what goes down there. And then the main event, you had Ryan Garcia against Javier Fortuna. They competed at 140 pounds. And, most people felt that it was a tough test. It was going to be a tough test for Ryan. And Ryan just, looked good. He was shooting that right hand as if it was a jab. And he really was just timing his left hook. And he really did a great job of that. He timed his left hook and just waited, was just patient, and he ended up hurting Fortuna and putting him down 3 times en route to I believe it was a 5th or 6th round stoppage, and really didn't look like he like he was tested hardly at all. That's how good he looked. But again, Fortuna, even at 33, 32, 33, is still a pretty solid ass fighter. And he landed a couple shots here and there, those sneaky shots I was talking about, but Ryan just put the pressure on, and it was that slow, methodical, break you down type pressure. He didn't just go balls to the wall, and he still got Fortuna out of there pretty impressively. Now, he said he's going to compete at 140 pounds going forward. And since this fight was at 140, and since he said he's not moving back down to 135, I am going to rank him as a 140-pounder when we do his what's next week. And that means Garcia and Fortuna are dropping out of the top 10 at lightweight. And, you know, I'm going to rank Ryan at 140 now. So Barbosa, you know, when I said he might bust into the top 10, not likely, especially with Ryan busting into the top 10 himself at 140 pounds. So nice win for Ryan Garcia. We'll talk about what possibly could be coming up for him in his next fight when we break him down with his What's Next video. And that's what I got. That's the weekend recap from Saturday, July 16th and Friday, July 15th. Excuse me. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, smash the like button, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel. I appreciate any and all support. This is True Boxing. Excuse me, guys, you've been hit with the truth.